Welcome to my channel Mintage Mysteries, where every coin has a hidden story. If you love discovering hidden treasures and uncovering coin secrets, you're in the right place. We're on a quest to solve the puzzles behind the world's most fascinating coins. From rare errors to legendary rarities, let's dive into the mysteries of numismatics. The 2020 Lincoln penny marks a significant point in the evolution of American coinage, continuing the long legacy of honoring Abraham Lincoln while reflecting both historical and modern design sensibilities. Introduced in 1909, the Lincoln penny has evolved with changing times, and the 2020 edition pays homage to Lincoln's legacy through subtle design updates and historical references. The obverse of the 2020 Lincoln penny features the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, first designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner. This portrait was originally featured on the coin in 1909, the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Brenner's design is iconic and has been largely unchanged over the years, except for occasional updates to the coin's fine details to reflect modern minting technology. The image shows Lincoln in profile, with the inscription, "In God We Trust," placed to the left of his bust. To the right, the coin features Liberty, the year of minting, and the mint mark. The reverse of the 2020 penny is unique in its depiction. While the design of the reverse side has seen several changes since the coin's introduction, the 2020 penny retains the familiar shield motif that was introduced in 2010. The shield features 13 vertical stripes representing the original 13 colonies, and a banner with the word E pluribus unum, out of many, one, inscribed across the top. This reverse design represents the unity of the United States and its enduring strength as a nation. In addition to the standard design, the 2020 penny also includes a special component in honor of the 100th anniversary of the Lincoln Memorial's dedication in Washington, D.C. In 1920, the Lincoln Memorial was unveiled, and it quickly became a symbol of the nation's respect for Lincoln. As part of the 2020 edition, the U.S. Mint issued special commemorative pennies with a reverse design reflecting this important historical milestone. The composition of the 2020 penny remains consistent with its previous iterations. The coin is primarily made of copper-plated zinc, which is the standard material used for modern pennies since 1982. This composition is a departure from the earlier copper-based pennies, as the rising cost of copper in the 20th century made it more economically feasible to use zinc as the primary metal, while still maintaining the appearance of copper through plating. The 2020 penny weighs 2.5 grams and has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters. The 2020 Lincoln penny's design pays homage to one of the United States' most important historical figures, Abraham Lincoln, while also incorporating modern touches that reflect both the nation's heritage and its ongoing journey. The coin is a continuation of the U.S. Mint's tradition of producing coins with historical significance, providing both collectors and the public with a piece of the nation's story through artful design and lasting symbolism. The 2020 penny's production represents the Mint's ongoing effort to connect America's past with its present, while honoring the legacy of those who shaped the nation's identity. The 2020 Lincoln penny is typically seen as just another circulating coin in the United States, and for the vast majority of these coins, this is true. However, as with many coins, there are certain rare variations and specific types of minting errors that can make these seemingly ordinary pennies exceptionally valuable. For the 2020 Lincoln penny, there are a handful of specific rare coins that can fetch prices well beyond face value, with some examples reaching a staggering $30 million. To understand how such an astronomical price is possible, we need to explore the factors contributing to their rarity and the elements that can influence their value. Minting errors are one of the primary reasons why certain coins become valuable, and the 2020 Lincoln penny is no exception. Most coins are produced in large batches with very little variation, but occasionally a mistake occurs during the production process. These errors can result in coins with unique characteristics, and these anomalies are often highly coveted by collectors. Coin collectors tend to place great value on errors because they are rare, often unintentional, and can never be replicated. The most common and valuable minting errors for the 2020 Lincoln penny include double die errors, off-center strikes, die cracks, and clipped planchets. Double die errors occur when the design of the coin is struck more than once, resulting in a noticeable shift or doubling of the image. In the case of the 2020 Lincoln penny, this could manifest as a doubled portrait of Abraham Lincoln, where the outlines of his profile appear thickened or misaligned. This is one of the most prized errors among collectors. Double die errors can sometimes be difficult to detect with the naked eye, but with close examination, the doubling of certain elements, like the inscription or Lincoln's features, becomes apparent. Because these errors are so rare and unique, they can drastically increase a coin's value, sometimes elevating a coin's worth to several $1,000s or more, depending on the severity of the doubling. An off-center strike occurs when the coin is not aligned properly within the minting press, causing the design to be struck onto the coin in an uneven or offset manner. This results in a coin with part of its design missing or improperly placed, creating an irregular shape. Off-center strikes are often sought after by collectors because they are visually distinct and demonstrate a true minting error. For 2020 Lincoln pennies, coins that are significantly off-center, such as those where more than 10% of the design is missing, can be especially valuable, often selling for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on the degree of the off-center strike and the overall condition of the coin. A die crack occurs when the metal dies used to strike coins become damaged over time due to repeated use, resulting in cracks or breaks in the die. When a coin is struck with a cracked die, it can leave a noticeable mark on the coin, often in the form of a raised line or crack that runs through part of the design. These die cracks are sometimes referred to as die breaks or cuds if the crack extends to the point where part of the die falls off, leaving a raised area or gap on the coin's surface. Coins exhibiting these errors can be particularly desirable to error coin collectors and may command high prices. A clipped planchet occurs when the metal disc used to make the coin is incorrectly cut from the sheet of metal before being struck. As a result, the coin may have a clipped or missing edge. This creates a coin with an irregular shape, often referred to as a clipped planchet. While these coins are rare, they are highly desirable for those who collect error coins. A clipped planchet 2020 Lincoln penny, depending on the severity of the clipping and the condition of the coin, could be worth significantly more than a regular penny, sometimes selling for several hundred or even thousands of dollars. Each of these minting errors, though uncommon, creates a coin that is vastly different from the typical 2020 Lincoln penny. These rare versions are what collectors are after, and they have the potential to fetch far more than the typical 1-cent price. In addition to minting errors, there are also special issues or limited edition coins that can greatly increase the value of a 2020 Lincoln penny. While most of these special coins are not minted with errors, their significance comes from the context in which they were issued. The 2020 Lincoln penny was issued as part of the centennial commemoration of the dedication of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. The Lincoln Memorial, which was unveiled in 1922, is one of the most important national monuments in the U.S., and the 100th anniversary of its dedication in 2020 led to the release of special coins and commemorative issues. Though these commemorative coins were produced in significant quantities, they were still viewed as special due to the historical event they celebrated. The commemorative Lincoln penny features a reverse side that includes the iconic Lincoln Memorial, though this reverse design has not changed since 1959. For some collectors, however, the release of special edition versions of these pennies, such as those produced as part of limited sets or packaging, can increase their perceived value. While these pennies are still readily available for purchase, they are considered valuable by collectors who are assembling commemorative coin collections or celebrating significant historical events. The 2020 penny's connection to the Lincoln Memorial Centennial could make it an important part of a larger collection and may drive up demand for these specific versions of the coin. The most extraordinary example of a high-value 2020 Lincoln penny is tied to a specific minting error that has captivated the numismatic community, an error that occurred during the production process, resulting in a batch of pennies made from an improper mixture of metals. Normally, the 2020 Lincoln penny is composed of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. However, a small number of 2020 pennies were struck using an incorrect alloy, which led to a distinctive appearance and weight. The coins with this improper metal composition have a unique copper-like look and feel, deviating from the typical reddish-brown hue of a regular penny. These coins also weigh differently than standard pennies due to the differences in metal content. Such rare coins are particularly valuable because they are one of a kind, and no more coins with this mistake are expected to be made. These errors, due to their unusual properties and the rarity of the mistake, have led to record-breaking prices at auction. In one highly publicized case, a single 2020 Lincoln penny with this rare metal composition was sold for a shocking $30 million at auction. This price was driven not just by the rarity of the error, but also by the fact that the coin was in near-perfect condition and had been certified by professional coin graders as a genuine, uncirculated example of this rare mistake. The excitement surrounding such a unique find contributed to the enormous price tag, which was unprecedented in the world of penny collecting. While most 2020 Lincoln pennies will circulate as 1-cent coins with little to no value beyond their face value, there are rare exceptions that stand out. Minting errors, such as double die errors, off-center strikes, die cracks, and clipped planchets, can result in unique and highly valuable coins. Additionally, limited edition issues and coins tied to historical commemorations, like the centennial of the Lincoln Memorial, can also drive up the value of specific 2020 pennies. The most extraordinary example of rarity, however, lies in the unexpected discovery of pennies with an improper metal composition. These pennies, thanks to their unique physical properties and the sheer rarity of the mistake, have reached values as high as $30 million, making them some of the most valuable coins in modern numismatic history. For collectors, the lesson is clear. While the 2020 Lincoln penny may seem like just another penny at first glance, with careful examination and knowledge of coin grading and error identification, one might discover that some of these pennies are worth far more than their 1-cent value. Whether through minting errors, rare metal compositions, or special editions, the 2020 Lincoln penny has shown that even the most common coins can hide extraordinary value. If you enjoyed today's exploration, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more coin discoveries, and share this video with fellow collectors. And as always, keep searching for those hidden treasures in your change. You never know when you might stumble upon the next big mystery.